So you want to be a player, but your wheels ain't flying? You gotta hit us up to get a pimped out ride.
You've got to pimp my ride.
Damn right.
You've got to pimp my ride.
Alright, so I originally wasn't gonna show this guy off to y'all until I got it in a more finished state, but Amazon just doesn't like getting my packages to me, even though I saw the driver drive past me. But that's fine, you know, it's Amazon. I thought it'd be fun, because a lot of people have asked for a work in progress video to kind of just give you a look around about this Stage 1 RWS Thomas that I'm making. Like I said, he's nowhere near complete yet. He's, say, about 50% done, somewhere around there. We're waiting on a lot of the RC bits still. Actually, no, just one RC bit because of the Amazon driver. So let's give him a big thumbs up. Woo! Anyway, this guy will eventually be, not eventually, hopefully before our show coming up in a week and a half from now in Strasburg, where this guy will hopefully be there. Essentially, I'm just going to kind of give y'all just a little look around this model, what I'm doing to it, the design choices, and how those are going right now. So let's go ahead and take a look at this guy here. So first thing you notice probably is the faces. Faces are 3D scans by Covey. These are probably the most fun I've had. I love painting faces. I love how the eyebrows turned out on here. I'm still going to have to give it some shadowing and stuff, but I'm super happy with how those faces have turned out. Put up a couple more pictures of some other faces I've done. I've been showing them off quite a bit. Yeah, I'm super happy with that. Now you'll probably be wondering, hey, who made the Gauge 1 E2 file? Well, it's actually not a Gauge 1 E2. It is actually one of these. This is the exact model that it is, just scaled up to Gauge 1 scale. So this is my 00 scale Thomas. I actually haven't showed this guy off too much to y'all. I want to eventually make a full video on how I built this guy, because this guy is actually replacing that flat running board Thomas I have. Love that model. He needed an update though. And I'm really happy with how this model turned out. The flat running board with the wider cab, it's just kind of my favorite thing. I'm also really happy with how the finish turned out. You can see, look at that. Look at that, you can see my hand through it. Just such a good glossy finish I did on it, and I'm very happy with it. But no more rambling about this guy. Hopefully this guy will just look like an upscaled version of this one right here, with a couple of differences. Not too many, but just a couple of them. So one of the differences, this guy will need wheel arches. I have tested this one with wheel arches. I'm not the biggest fan of it because the wheels aren't big enough. This guy, unfortunately, has bigger wheels. So these are, I think they're supposed to be 5-foot wheels. I can't remember exactly. Can't remember the exact wheel dimensions. It was supposed to be just another bigger wheels, and they do clip through the running board. So we will actually have to have wheel arches on there for it to kind of make sense. This guy's also getting some TV series whistles. Now, I'm not too happy with the scaling of these at all. I don't like that. That's just strictly based on the prop and how they look. I'm probably gonna scale those down to where they're just barely over the top of the safety valves. I just think they look way too big. I think they kind of look a little weird, but I think once they scale down a bit, they'll look fine. Now let's talk about the main body here. The body's made up in 4 sections. You have the running board, the smoke box, you have the tank, and then you have the cab. The cab, tank, and smoke box are all separate. Same with the running board. This is a brass running board, actually. Cab and tank are separate, and I had to fill those. You can actually see the filler that's still drying. That's partly why I'm making this video. The tank was the biggest pain in the butt to print. Eventually gave up and just let my buddy Jax print because I just could not. So he actually printed it on his FDM printer. Turned out perfectly. There's a couple of little areas I still have to sand a bit, but that's perfectly fine to me. It saved me a lot of stress. With the cab, I actually printed that. See, I do have to do a lot of filling on it and stuff, just from where the supports were, but that's fine. The smoke box, I also printed, and I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna attach that. I'm not 100% sure on that. Right now, it just kind of sits right there, but I don't know. I'm gonna have to eventually figure that out. And also the buffers. The buffers are Markland scan. Or I think they're Markland BR55 buffers that I have kind of sanded around the sides on the buffer head part, or not the buffer head, the buffer shaft, and then dremeled off the ends right there. And they just kind of slot in, because if I didn't, they don't fit all the way. They're kind of just a little bit too thick. A few other things I'm gonna have to do are put some cab detail down in here. I'm gonna also have to make some new handrails, because I wasn't too happy with how they turned out whenever I upscaled it. It just kind of looked a little chunky. So we're gonna change that up a bit. A couple things also I'm gonna have to do. I need to figure out a new motor for it. The motor in there is a Bachmann big hauler motor that I think it's one of the newer Bachmann big hauler motors. Problem is, this guy, he runs pretty well. It's just a case of I need a little bit more torque out of the motors. I don't know if it's something with the gear ratios on this guy or what, but it just doesn't have any torque at all. So I've got to figure out something with that. And another thing, coming out with decals, I should be able to have all this painted. I can use vinyl lining. The decal number one is the one problem I'm scared about. I think I can figure out something with vinyl, but we'll just have to see. Another thing that won't be done for the show, he will eventually have an iMac, but unfortunately, I won't be able to do that for this show. There's plenty of space for it. It's just I don't have the time to invest in an iMac at the moment. A little wonky, we'll just let him sit there. So yeah, that's kind of been just a quick look on this guy. I know a lot of people have been wanting a progress video. It's probably not the best, but it's kind of all I can give y'all in the time frame I have. You know, trying to get this done for the show and just editing it wise and stuff. If you are interested in coming to the show, I'll put up a picture of it right here. And just come out, it'll be a good time. Bunch of cool exhibits there. Lots of 00 exhibits, lots of Gauge 1 exhibits. I'm pretty sure some 009, even O scale, if you're interested in that. Wooden railway table, big Tomy layout. Tons of stuff there for you to see and a lot of cool creators there. So, you know, it'll be a good time. Yeah, I think I'm gonna end the video off here. So y'all have a great rest of y'all's day. And bye.
All aboard the Northeast Regional and change for the Wild Nor'Wester. It's the Northwestern Modelers at the Railroad Museum of Pennsylvania on July 25th and 26th. Featuring several layouts in various scales from 009 to Gauge 1 and everything in between. See the fan favorite Tomy layout and watch as they dart up, down, and all around. Then stop by the wooden railway display to experience both timeless charm and passionate customs. Or head over to our historical display to learn the full history of the world's most famous Little Blue engine. And finally, experience the wonder of original props from the television series. All of this and more will be on display at the Railroad Museum of Pennsylvania, July 25th and 26th, and with no additional cost to your entry ticket. So get your ticket, hop on board, and join us for the ride on this fun-filled weekend. It's full steam ahead for Northwestern Modelers.